Welcome to a space where cultura, creativity, and real life collide.
Goya, Victor, Victor.
All right, so y'all knew me as Sip Happens. Yomi had a podcast called Sip Happens, but now this is called Simply Yomi. So I know Sip Happens was a space where we talked and laughed and kept it real over a little drink. And I loved every moment of that era. But with growth, sometimes you have to evolve. And I realized I wanted something that felt more personal, more intentional, and also something that was more aligned with who I am becoming. So, with that being said, I'm stepping into a new chapter called Simply Yomi. And I'm so excited to let y'all know that it's no longer Sip Happens, it's Simply Yomi. This rebrand isn't about leaving the old me behind. It's about expanding who I am and who I am destined to become. The conversations here are going to be about culture. They're going to be about realness and staying true to yourself. I think it's very important that you stay true to yourself. And I think it's also important to know who you are. The difference is that now it's coming from a place that feels even more authentic to me than who I was. I know Sip Happens gave me a good 4 years, a solid 4 years. And I think it's something that I'll never forget. It's something that I'll carry with me. And I'm just so happy to grow from that, right? So we went from Sip Happens, now we go into Simply Yomi. And I'm excited to share that with y'all. So thank you to everyone who's been rocking with me through every phase. This vibe is new, the growth is real, and we're just getting started. So, this is Simply Yomi. If you're here, you're about to get real stories, culture, and the real me with no filter. Aquí hablamos de todo from fashion, music, cultura, and the real life. And I think moments like this shape who you really are in life. Before we get into it today, let's do a little vibe check. So today I'm feeling excited. I'm feeling grateful. I'm also a little nervous because this is like my pilot episode. But it's a good nervous. It's the kind that comes when you're stepping into something new, like them little butterflies are feeling in your stomach just makes you feel good. So it's a good nervous. A little fit check with what I'm wearing. Today I got my black hat fours on. I got a cute little two-piece set. We got the gray and the little jean set going on. I know I look cute. I know. But I just want y'all to know that esto es Simply Yomi si estás aquí. Es un punto de escucharme, escuchar las historias, mi cultura y la versión de mí, siendo yo realmente con yo mismo. Aquí hablamos de todo, from música, moda, cultura y momentos reales que en la vida a veces la gente no hablan. So aquí you're going to get it all. I will say that before we get started, make sure that your vibe is on point. Make sure you in a good mood and you taking maybe a little drink. I'll take a little drink with y'all. Let me do a little cheers. Cheers to Simply Yomi. Yes, yes. Cheers to Simply Yomi. So the vibe de hoy, me siento emocionada, agradecida y también un poquito nerviosa, but it's good nervousness. You know what I'm saying? I'm stepping into something new. I'm just very excited. And before we get started, real quick, I want to just say shout out to my Dominican people. Shout out to all my Dominicanos out there. I know right now we're doing the World Baseball Classic. Let me get it right. And I think that's one of the biggest things happening in sports right now. The World Baseball Classic is something that doesn't happen every year. It happens every 4 years. So I will say shout out to my Dominican people. Shout out to all of the countries that are participating in the World Baseball Classic. I think it's great that, all cultures come together to just play ball. One of the biggest things right now, I think, is that DR has not been defeated. You know what I mean? We have beat every team we've gone against. And what makes this tournament so special is that it brings people together from different countries to represent their roots and their culture. And when you watch the games, you can just feel the pride from fans, like, especially my Dominican people, yo. Like, every game or everything I've seen on Instagram, TikTok, or Twitter, whatever the case may be, everybody got their flag, they got a jersey on, they got a hat on, they're dancing, they're drinking, they're playing like either dembow, bachata, all that, and it just makes me so happy to see my people come together. Um, people just up there waving their flags and all that. Like, I love it. I love it. And some fun facts for my Dominican people. So, y'all that don't know, let me give y'all some fun facts real quick about DR and the World Baseball Classic. So, the Dominican Republic baseball team made history when they won in 2013. So in 2013, they won the World Baseball Classic and they were undefeated. So they finished the tournament with a record of 8-0. And that's what we about to do right now in 2026. We about to do the same thing. Like, please, right now. That victory meant a lot to us, especially our Dominican culture. I feel like we take pride in being Dominican. We take pride in our culture. We love who we are. And I feel like we always express that with things that we do, whether that's music, whether that's, you know, um, stepping outside of your comfort zone. Like, I just love my Dominican people. And I feel like recently, too, it's been something where other countries have kind of come together and our music has just bring people together, and I just love all of that. The victory meant a lot to our Dominican people and our Dominican culture, from neighborhood fields to the major leagues. Baseball has been a huge part of Dominican identity, and I think a lot of players have taken that role, right? Where either they come from maybe poverty or they come from not the greatest background, and they've been able to show who they really are through playing baseball, through being Dominican. And I think that Dominican people are definitely one of the people that have the most pride, the most like boost confidence. And I just love that about us. Um, and I honestly think that it's something that I wouldn't trade. Like, I love being Dominican. I love being Salvadorian. I love the mix that I have. I honestly think it's like the perfect mix between two countries. Like, you got your Caribbean side and I also got my Central America side. Like, you can't beat it at all. I think that the equipo from Dominican Republic has been really strong. Like, all the players on the team are, I wanna say they're majority of them, like 90% of them are on the MLB. So, I know a lot of people are saying like, "Oh, y'all got a stacked team. Y'all got the best roster." But we really do got the best roster. Like, we really do got all the good people. We got Soto in there. We got my man's Bladi in there. There's also my guy Wilson. So, he's like a white boy, but they found out that I think his grandma is Dominican, so he was allowed to play on the team. And they even gave him like a Dominican haircut. And he goes on a couple of interviews recently talking about how he got a Dominican haircut, how he's been eating Dominican food from morning to sleep. Like, I love it. Our culture has just been expanding. It's been everything we want it to be. And I can honestly say that I'm so happy. It makes me happy to just see my people happy. And I had some family that actually went to the game and they told me that the feeling in there, the vibe in there was just unmatched. Like, every second, it was either the stadium was playing music, they were either celebrating Dominican culture by playing different types of artists and things of that sort during the game, like everyone being hyped, even the players, anytime they made like a home run, they would wear like this dope leather jacket with like two chains. They would put it on the player when they would come back. Like, it's just so dope. I love to see my Dominican people come together, with music, with baseball. All of that just makes me so happy and warm. I'm very excited and I'm 100% sure that we won the whole tournament. So I'm gonna come back. Y'all gonna tune in. I'm gonna tune in and y'all gonna know that we won the whole tournament. So clock that. Hey. And I wanna give a special shout out to my girl, Cardi B. So my girl has been on tour since February and she's on a tour called Little Miss Drama. So my girl has been on tour since February and is gonna run all the way through April. And in that time frame, that 2 month time frame, she's gonna be doing 35 shows. And honestly, I'm gonna give it to Cardi B. She is someone who really built her career by being herself. Like, she didn't try to make it seem someone she was not. She really was just her authentic self. And that's something that I want to be able to embrace in my podcast is just being your authentic self, being able to grow, being by who you are. Cardi B went from social media to music to fashion. She has always been authentic. And whether people loved her, criticized her, she always stayed true to who she is. And there's something powerful about building success while you're being yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen clips on TikTok where my girl's coming out to I think Be Careful with Me, and everybody's just singing along, like whether, you're heartbroken, whether you're in a relationship, whether you're doing all right emotionally and mentally, everyone is just singing along. And the fact that she gets all that love just makes me so happy. She's also Dominican, as y'all may know, and I love that she's just out there putting herself out there, and she's just been herself since the jump. So I love that about her. And since we're talking about Cardi B, let's talk a little bit about Women's History Month. So we're in March, so we have to talk about Women's History Month. This month recognizes the incredible achievements from women uh, throughout our history. So there are a couple of fun facts that we have for women. So as y'all may know, my girl Rosa Parks became a symbol of civil rights movement when she refused to give up her seat, and that was in 1955. Another fun fact is that Katherine Johnson helped calculate the flight paths that allowed astronauts to travel safely in space. So that's actually pretty big. Shout out to my girl Sonia Sotomayor, and she was the first Latina Supreme Court justice in the United States, and that's very big. So I'm gonna just give my girl a quick round of applause. Um, Also, Amelia was the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. So before I keep going on fun facts, I just want you to know that please appreciate the women in your life. Please make sure that you're loving on them, reassuring them, making them feel validated. Because I feel like at the end of the day, that's all women really want is to feel heard, to feel seen, to feel validated and loved. So just remember that whether that's your mother, your girlfriend, your wife, your fiance, a friend, make sure that you give them that extra love. Women deserve it. We play a big part in everyone's lives. But another fun fact is that Celia Cruz was known as the Queen of Salsa, who brought Latin music to a global stage. And also keep in mind that with all these women that have done powerful things in life, it has really shaped our science, our politics, our music, and it also has shaped our culture. So I think that women should get the credit that they deserve. I feel like sometimes it's a little bit dismissed. So if you have a woman in your life, make sure that you praise her and you love on her and give her what she deserves. Okay? Make sure y'all do that. And now let's get into a Simply Yomi moment. So, as y'all may know, I am very reserved. I be to myself, but something that I'm very proud of is that this year I was able to create a Bible study called She is Worthy. So, I'm trying to strengthen my faith with God and try to align myself in that direction. So I am happy that I built that community. We have um, had the community for about 3 months now. And in 3 months, I believe it's a total of 8 or 9 girls in the community. And every week, we meet to read a verse or a scripture in the Bible. We talk about how it makes us feel, how we can apply it on a daily basis. And then at the end, we also do a quick little therapy session about how we're feeling emotionally, physically. And I think it's good to have that group of people that are on that other side that you're trying to get to, right? So, people that are trying to grow spiritually or people that are trying to grow emotionally, I think it's important to find those resources that are on that side so that you can get there. So, I just want y'all to know that it's okay to take the extra mile to get where you want to go, like you taking accountability, you making sure that you're holding yourself accountable to where you want to go. I think it will take you far. So make sure y'all note that tip. So today we talked about the excitement of the World Baseball Classic. Shout out to my Dominican people. Clock it. We also talked about Cardi B being on tour. So her tour is called Miss Drama. So make sure y'all Get some tickets if you haven't already. And we also celebrated and talked about fun facts about Women's History Month. And I just want to make sure that y'all love on those women in your life, okay? Make sure y'all love them correctly, embrace them because they deserve all the love. So, ya lo saben, this is Simply Yomi. It's about stories, culture, and the real me with no filter. Aquí celebramos, cuestionamos, y hablamos de todo. So, if anything resonated with you, make sure you take it with you. Make sure you follow me on all social media platforms _Simply Yomi. Stay you, stay real, and stay the Simply Yomi.